everyone, it's Tanya with another Truth Telling Tuesday. And today is a very special day because I am at a beautiful farm. You can't see the whole thing, but I am with Anna Allen, one of my special tribe goddesses in San Diego. And I want to share with you something that's very exciting and new. And that is that Tribal Truth is doing a little bit of shifting and changing as the energy on the planet is shifting and changing. And we are officially a feminine leadership training and development organization where you really have the playground and the community for you to self-realize in who you want to be in the world. And Anna and I have been having a lot of conversations, which is why I brought her to speak with you today, around what's going on the planet. And she has helped guide me to this place where I can get really, really authentic and find that alignment of, what it is that I want to bring forth in the world and what that expression is of Tribal Truth. So Anna, share with us, what do you want to share about what's going on the planet?
Well, thank you for having me. I'm so glad you're here.
Yay.
And also that you have arrived. And you mentioned shift, and there's a definite change of energy that many of us, in fact, most everyone that I know, is really experiencing and feeling a shift within themselves and their own consciousness and the planet itself and society and community as a whole. Everywhere that we look, everything that we see is really changing from coming from an old paradigm where we've been living in our minds and in our heads and in real cognitive thought to really shifting all of that energy to an internal place coming from love and coming from your heart and coming from a place of absolute truth, and as you mentioned, all really leading up to a place of self-realization. And just Tribal Truth being a gathering of goddesses and a platform of where we can all support each other in that community is, again, a part of the shift, allowing a space for all of us to develop our own personal energy and our purpose and our reason for living in this time right now when everything is happening. It's a beautiful place to be.
Yes. And one of the things is that there's a lot of conversation around just what might happen in the next few months. As you might have seen on the news, there's protesting on Wall Street. There's massive earthquakes all over the place. So, we're kind of at this ripe time for a lot of natural disasters. So Anna has put together an emergency preparation kit that we want to share with you because I think it's really important for people to know. And here comes Rosie the puppy!
Rosie! Come on, baby!
So share with us about the emergency kit.
Well, there's a lot of speculation out there, and we're not one to put any dates on anything or really make predictions or whatnot. So what all the prophecies from past millennia are coming to pass in truth now, with a lot of the energy and the shift that's happening on the planet, whether it be a Hopi or Mayan prophecy or from Edgar Cayce or from multiple religions, including the Bible and all that. So really the idea and the understanding and the clarity that I've been given and that many others are receiving is that no matter what the possible outcome may be, is that first of all that we are living from our heart center, that we are living from that space of understanding and knowing, which is really our own intuition. So be very clear on that intuitive guidance that you're receiving personally, and trust that you'll always be at the right place at the right time for your divine purpose. And secondly, from just a reality perspective, is that you're prepared and ready to the best of our abilities for whatever may happen. So whether it's a flood or a blackout like we had recently, or an earthquake or whatnot. I mean, there's over 400 earthquakes a week in California alone. We just don't feel them. So, we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know when it's going to happen. But if we make that conscious decision to, within ourselves, be prepared on all different levels, then you know, it's just a good place for us to be, for ourselves, for our family, to have a community plan in place, and all of that. So we've developed, and it's not so much a kit, it's a guide, so that you can download the shopping list and prepare yourself for all the things that you would need in your home, the right water containers and all of that, backup energy sources, and definitely food. And you know, there's a lot of basics and things that most people know about, but then we also have a list of all of the healthiest choices that you can possibly have for that preparation.
That's great. And so you'll see that link below. And it's not, you know, we're sharing this not so you can go to a place of fear,
Right.
or oh no, but really staying in that heart center and being in love.
Right.
But, you know, it's like we want to be prepared. You want to be prepared for the worst and still keep maintaining that sense of alignment with love. Don't go to fear.
Exactly, and that's really where we need to be. Is, again, fear comes from our ego consciousness and from the mind and that whole cognitive process, and that's not where we're going as a planet by universal guidance. Everything is living from your heart and from that place of love. So understand that in our message, that's the most important point.
So thank you everyone for listening,
Thank
and
you.
we'll see you next week. Whoa.